which is odd. You would think they would happen on Monday Night Wrestling, with that being like the flagship, but they've been happening on Wednesday Night Wrestling. Will that same thing be happening here tonight? Don't know. We're going to have to see what our GM has to say. So John Cena wants to announce that Kane's sister is now under contract with TSW. Kane's sister's name is Crimson. You cannot miss her. I'm sure she looks a lot like Kane. And Kane is actually here tonight and will be in a celebrity match against his nephew, Damian. So that's pretty darn exciting. The King of the Ring tournament will end this Sunday at the King of the Ring pay-per-view, and we will know by the end of tonight who is going to be the 4 people going for the King of the Ring match. Also, the world title is on the line tonight in one of the King of the Ring matches, which is kind of crazy. There will be a Queen of the Ring pay-per-view next Sunday, and we will know who that will all involve, I'm sure, by next week sometime. And Crimson will make her debut tonight and get a world title shot against Ozzy. Ozzy has defended her title belt a number of times, and the way she's going to defend it against everybody in the women's division at least one time. Tonight it's going to be against Crimson. Who's going to win, Crimson or Ozzy? It's going to be a crazy good match. So quite the number of bombshells. Again, I guess it's Wednesday Night Wrestling. It's going to be the norm. Dropped by our GM, John Cena, as he announces Kane's sister is under contract and will be getting a title shot here tonight. And here it is. First up, Damian versus Kane in a celebrity match. Of course, no titles are on the line, even if Damian had a title. He is not. The King of the Ring has kind of stunted a lot of people who have made their debut getting more and more TV time. But I have a feeling once that wraps up, we're going to start seeing a lot of really interesting things going on. You can see Crimson right there, too. That was probably the second or third look. And I did get a message from Digital Dogs. I just read it this morning. I saw it last night, read it this morning. You will see Digital Dogs tonight. But I have a feeling his character may change a little bit after tonight. Matter of fact, while I was waiting, that's what I was reading. I was reading Digital Dog's message. He had a few requests. They seem very reasonable, and we'll see if we can't make that happen. But just like when The Undertaker came in, tonight the fans of TSW Wrestling are in for a crazy treat, getting to watch Kane.
Making his way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 281 pounds, the Nightmare, Damian.
So kind of funny, in his first 2 professional wrestling matches, Damian has fought against his dad, or with his dad, in a tag team match, and now gets to fight against his uncle. I'm sure those 2 wrestled quite a bit growing up. But now gets to do it in front of all these fans. So should be a really good match. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also kind of excited to see, because we saw a picture of Crimson, but we don't know exactly how big is she, how little is she. Like, we don't know. We just saw the picture. She looks scary in the picture. But we're about to get our eyes on Crimson for the first time as she walks her dad down that aisle in this celebrity match with Damian. Now that's the thing I wonder, how long does Damian hold on to his dad's entrance, right? And when does he break out and start doing his own thing? Because it's going to be his own thing that either gets him over or doesn't get him over. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that as well. Damian getting an idea of what it was like wrestling against his uncle.
His opponent, accompanied by Crimson, and from parts unknown, weighing in at 326 pounds, Kane.
Could you imagine standing in that ring and that walking down to it? No, sir. Just step right on up. The man, the myth, the legend, Kane, getting ready to get it on with his nephew. But you know is all in good fun. These celebrity matches all in good fun. The first celebrity won last time, but technically Damian was on his team. So 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. And getting started right away, big side slam up over the head of Damian. And you can see these guys are about the same size, but look, Crimson already getting involved. She's like, hey, I work here now too, cuz. Letting her cousin know, hey, I am also in TSW Wrestling now. Kane putting him in the Steiner recliner. Damian getting back out of it. And if you look closely at Damian's shirt, you would think it's an Undertaker shirt, but it's actually got Damian's name on the back of it. Pretty cool. Kane fighting out of it. And now big belly to belly. That is a lot of weight coming down on that ring. Hopefully those ring engineers tighten them screws up just a little bit, knowing that these two big guys are going to be in it at the same time. And we know that Damian's got all of his dad's moves. Obviously learned them from his dad, Undertaker. But there's a different one. Big Superman. We like to call that the donkey punch. But punches his uncle right in the old forehead. And there we go. That submission move is called the Gates of Hell in real life. But Kane is not going to go down easy. Kane, a multi-time WWE World Champion. Still does some celebrity stuff with the WWE. But is also a governor, if you didn't know that. And a big slam, and Damian probably lost his breath on that one. And this was one of the big guys who actually went up top. A little bit more than you would think. Didn't like what he saw, though, so he jumps back down, whips Damian into the corner. Damian sidesteps him. And now just unleashes a barrage on his uncle. But Kane's like, nope, right back up. Crimson again, helping out old dad. And Kane's going to step right through that door. And now looks like he might have been setting up for it and then thought better of it. Looked like he was going to put the old choke slam on his nephew. Goes for the pin, one. Gets a 1 count. And Damian, technically, this is his very first singles match. And now he's setting up for any number of things. But it looks like the final ride. And Crimson threw a chair into the ring that Damian uses to slam her dad down on. Total miscue there, but then realizing her mistake, goes over and tells the referee, hey, I don't know, your hair might be a little out of regulation. It's getting a little long there. Referee very thankful for Crimson's input, but what he wasn't doing was his job and giving the count to Damian. Whoa, Kane, that is a big right hand from the seated position. Knocks Damian off of his feet. Gives his daughter a front row view to the whooping he's trying to put on her cousin. Damian jumps to nowhere. Completely misses it. And that is 2 times that he has missed. Kane gonna make him pay for his mistake. Big right clothesline. Referee finally figures out that there's a chair. And Crimson throws Damian back into the ring. Dad's like, okay, maybe I can get him now. And there it is. Big elbow right into the back. And Kane gets to work on that back. If Kane works that back over, gets that chokeslam in, that's where you're landing. Probably why he's trying to work that over a little bit. So it's going to be interesting moving forward once we can get the King of the Ring settled. Where Damian starts to settle in. Where the bookers are going to put him. Does he go right after the world title or maybe something else? Everybody's got to prove themselves in TSW, so everybody's got to start somewhere. It'll be interesting, though, to see where he starts out. Kane in the old Steiner recliner. And we haven't seen anybody tap out to that recently, so there was a time where we used to see it all the time. People just tapping left, tapping right. It's like a tap dance. Oh, and there it is. Tombstone pile driver on his uncle. Goes for the pin. And it looked like the referee said he was in the ropes a little bit. Although it looked like he was out, but referee made the call. And now Damian getting to work with a series of right hands and then a Pele kick, which is crazy for a man of his size. Just split his uncle open. Because you know, even if they're related, they want to win. And I thought he might have came up with his first singles win in TSW. Goes and sets up for it again. He has given Kane the last ride already. And it looks like he's going to get it one more time. Goes, rolls him up, high up on the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Damian will come away with the win tonight against his uncle in our celebrity guest match here on TSW Wednesday Night Wrestling. He even went as far to split his uncle open, but you know it's going to take a lot to beat Kane.
Here is your winner, the Nightmare, Damian.
You can see Crimson down there upset that dear old dad lost in a celebrity match. But Crimson is going to get her shot tonight here on TSW at the world title in her debut match. Now, if you remember back, Ozzy's debut match